Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
She's the kind of girl you want to marry. The kind of girl you walk the whole earth for. Put her back and watch her just carry. Her attitude is hotter than the earth's core.
When she's around, nothing else matters. Untouchable, she's got her own force field. Sooner or later, someone will get at her. If I don't, someone else will.
Wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you, girl, wanna love you.
Whoa, ha, whoa, ha, whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, whoa, ha.
Hey!
Whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, 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 ha. Scientists say, whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, ha, ha.
Whoa, ha, ha. Welcome back to another episode of Jaden XD. Yes, Jaden X Dizzle for shizzle, my nizzle.
Oh, that's how you feeling today? I guess you should be feeling that way today.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on brand. You right.
You know, when the pimp's in the crib, ma. you
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
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 Drop it like it's caliente.
How was your semana?
It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. You know, we're still in back to school mode, so it's, you know, and trying to make sure the little niglet is taken care of. So like, you know, a sanitation pack, you know, extra masks. You got to carry all kinds of shit.
Let me tell you. So you know, I talk about this white girl that I watched, Jessica, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And she got hella kids. She got 7 kids, but as of right now, she got 5 kids all together right now because her 2 step kids are elsewhere. Anywho, Mama is like. She posted on Instagram, she was like, I fucking quit. She was like, I'm tired of all this e-learning shit. She's like, they learn in Common Core. I don't know what the fuck this means. She was like, do I get a teaching credential after this? Because god damn, I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck this means.
She was so over it. Hold on, I need to find that video.
Like, mommy, what's 3% of 12? I don't know. Nigga, 4, I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
I told you, thank God no school don't do that. They be forested and shit. They be digging holes and learning how to be decent people.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do math at home, and her daddy can do that. Like, let's read and imagine. That's mommy's lane. I'll teach you how to cook. Let's make cookies, nigga.
I fucking quit.
Give me the YouTube hand.
I can't teach 5 kids homeschool at the same time every day and answer their questions. I can't fucking do it. Like, I literally can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I want to call a school and tell them I quit because I don't know the answers. I have a bunch of kids around me asking questions that I don't know the answer to, and I just want to cry.
I can't fucking do it.
Valid.
Listen, I'm telling
My
you.
heart goes out to all y'all, you know, who are homeschooling and virtual schooling.
Same.
And I can't even imagine what it's like to even send your kids to school, because I don't know if like I worry as a parent to be like, oh gosh, if like somebody's kid who you know that they look like they bite people, like if they're gonna bite my kid, you know what I mean?
Well,
Give them COVID.
again, I'm only comforted because Noah's school is so small. Her class is so small, and they're outside only. They're at the park, or they're at the backyard. 2 days they're at the backyard and front yard, and 2 days they're in the whole ass park. I got to drop her off at a certain entrance to the park. So because it's such a small class, it's such a small amount of kids, they're very socially conscious. Noah has common sense. I was like, I asked her again on she came on Getting Grown the other day just for a second, popped in. And I was like, all right, you didn't switch no mask with nobody today, did you? And she was like, why would I do that? And Kia was like, exactly, yes, keep that same energy. Like, she's like, what, girl? We not swapping no masks. What you mean? So I'm not worried because of all of those components. But if she was in public school with the rest of them, nah.
No,
It'd be me and Jessica right here with the same shit. 'Cause
yeah, dog.
it'd be me and Jessica.
I don't know how y'all do it, man. Like my hat goes off to ya. Yeah. R.I.P. friend. Yeah. It was cool. It was cool. I just worked. I've been working a lot lately. Since we can't lie, yeah, since we can't lie to our listeners anymore, we actually have to work now. So, uh, shout out to Mike Dollar Sign. Yeah, he keeps us together, which lends itself to say, remember Guwap Eve. Yeah. And let's just, debunk some of the things. A lot of people had a lot of questions and a lot of myths and swirling around about, be sure you, listen to like blah blah blah. So we're gonna again, we want to say that, Spotify partnered with us. You know what I mean? Like nothing is changing when it comes to the show.
Nope.
It's unless we wanted to.
Yep.
They were just like, we just want to support you and what you want to do.
That's it.
And y'all should know if Jade's on board with something,
Do you already? And if I'll tell you after we finish debunking all of this.
Yeah. And again, and you can only after October 16th, you could only listen to new episodes and previous episodes only on Spotify, which you can get for free. You do not have to pay to listen to us.
No.
Let's say that again. You do not have to pay to listen to us. Spotify is free. Again, freer than you and I.
Absolutely.
You just download it and make sure you follow us on there, because when you follow us, it goes straight. The new episodes go straight into your homepage, and it's just like, oh, there you are.
You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And also, we understand some of your concerns.
Yes.
That Spotify may not be available in your area, which is super unfortunate. And we definitely reached out to Spotify because we definitely don't want to alienate you all at all. And so we kind of figured this is what it was, but it's some licensing government stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of legal red tape. It has nothing to do with them being specifically like, we don't want, like, this is racist or whatever. Like, not at all. No, this
It's
has a
not.
lot to do. It has a lot to do with like legalities and government stuff.
But it is being worked on. We don't know the time frame. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At all. But
Yeah.
it's something I know that they're exploring. And Spotify was closed in previous countries and has since opened up. So, and have been made available. So, just continue to check. And again, we don't want to alienate anybody whatsoever. We love our Jaden XD family. We are asking you all to please, again, follow us on Spotify under the Jaden XD account. Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to Spotify. It is free. So if you want to continue to support the winning team, then please get on over to Spotify because 1016, that's where we'll be, and we don't want to lose you all if we don't have to.
Right. And we have some really cool stuff coming.
Yeah.
So we really want, you guys to stick around. And, we're growing. A lot of you all have been with us on this wild journey.
Mm-hmm.
And, we just want to make sure you come with us on the next chapter of our saga.
Yes.
And lastly, and certainly not least, how do I say this without mentioning?
Stop tweeting us with that nigga. Like, don't tweet us and that nigga. We don't care about him. We just wanted you all to know that we were good over here. You know what I'm saying? Because, people like to associate. But there's no need to associate because we don't know her.
No.
And that's that. We don't know her. We don't want to know her. If it's awkward for you all that we say that, I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. But don't be messy. It's weird.
Yeah. And another question. There's nothing happening to Patreon.
Nope.
Again, we've been continuously posting on Patreon. It's gotten better. The prices is not changing on Patreon. Everything is
just
the
the
same.
quality, baby.
Just the quality got better. Y'all got to pay for that.
So if it's not, if
$5.
if Jaden XD is not available for you on Spotify, you won't lose all of Jaden XD. We are still available for you on Patreon, and we'll see you all over there. Keep messaging us your fucking comments. Are gold. They are gold. Y'all are funny as fuck. So
yeah, Patreon, we have a good time over there. And, again, nothing is changing.
No.
Just keep subscribing. And there's 4 hours of content more there every week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can catch me additionally this week on Advice from a Fuckboy. That is the name of the podcast. My nigga Clint Coley and Lou have a show called Advice from a Fuckboy. So I was a featured guest this week on the episode Fellas, Your Girlfriend May Have a Husband. So it was a black ass time, and Clint will actually be coming on Jaden XD sometime soon in the near future. Very talented young comedian out there. He actually is on tour with DL Hughley and my drag, inspiration. I told him that and he was so confused. I said, my drag name is DL Hughley. He was like, what? He was like, you dress up like a nigga? And I was like, not quite, but I was like, what? Well, but yeah. So make sure you all check that out.
Oh yeah, and I am doing weekly recaps of The Hills every week on Thursdays. We have a good time. Thank you all for coming every week, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words.
We recap. We watch it together. If you have a Hulu account, we use the Steiner app. Shout out to our friends at Steiner. They have been lovely.
Yes.
And yeah, so come join the fun. It's free. You just go to Steiner.com and or just follow me on socials, and you can join in on the fun. We laugh and joke. We found out how dizzy Lauren Conrad was. You know, and that. So you've seen The Hills, right?
I have, yes. I saw the first something seasons.
I can't get over this. Do you know? So you remember in like the very first like 5 episodes. So like she gets to LA because remember her nigga from high school like played her and kissed his girlfriend in front of all them people at the fashion show. Anyway, she had a nigga that played her.
Yes.
And so all of a sudden she's living her life, and then this nigga come back, and then it's like all of a sudden Jason comes back. It's like he sends her flowers, and then the next episode.
That's the boy who looked like the wolf. Teen Wolf.
Yes. He looks like a member from 98 Degrees.
Yes.
And then she did so much better when she got with Brody Jenner. Anywho.
You right. Yes. Yes.
Well, looks wise, not personality. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So basically that nigga, she gave him a key. Like, who are you? Like, we are at episode 3. Why do you have a key? But you know what? There's dizzy people of all colors who would do that shit after like a day or two. Like, well, I'm just gonna give him a key. Anywho, I just felt that I need to share that on my spirit. But yeah, every Thursday.
I will be there. I'm gonna come join some of those.
Yeah. And I am looking for co-hosts to be on screen every now and again. So we debunk the episodes. We watch 2 or 3. We do 3 episodes because they're only 22 minutes without commercials. So it's only an hour. And we have a good time.
Can I be a guest?
Yeah, you can.
So you have to call it the XD Experience featuring Jade. It's no Jade and XD.
Yeah.
It's like a bizarro world.
I know.
Oh, well, you got to come cook with me then.
Yeah. I actually have an idea for that, but we're gonna we'll talk about it off the show. But let's take a break. Let's take a light skin breakisha. And
yes.
We'll be back.
Big Bank Bisha. I think you can also find her on Spotify.
Yes, you can. Yes. With that nigga, featuring that nigga that looks like Charlie Murphy. He does. J Block, he does. He looks like Charlie Murphy.
All right. Well, with that being said, Claude, please.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the blackest show about nothing.
This is Jade and XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
The show is 2 best friends talking about anything and everything.
And sometimes we have awesome people on, like Crystal and Kid Fury from The Read.
When I was in high school, there was this girl in my computers class with me. I wish I could remember her name so I could apologize. But I just used to call her Atrocious, like, as, you know, a pet name, because... Hey, Atrocious! Being someone who was constantly the butt of a joke or picked on or whatever, I just saw this opportunity to, like, make fun of somebody else, and I did it.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between, like,
the
silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Yeah. Silver tooth to prison pipeline.
And New York Times bestselling author Michael Arceneaux.
And Mama kept trying to interject at any moment that she could sing, and it was like, beloved, you're not even the best singer on stage. The girl from Destiny's Child is with the Platinum Soul album. It's like, not you.
And of course, there's us,
Jade
and XD.
You can listen to new podcast episodes every week on Fridays.
Listen to Jade and XD
for free on Spotify.
And we're back. So, you know, we've been doing a lot of flip-flopping. We're verse. Ha ha ha. So in order to get the whole complete Jade and XD experience, you gotta be a part of the Patreon fam and you know, and listen here on the main show.
It's like a seesaw.
Right. So we're back on Marrying Millions, so we're gonna catch up to the last 2 episodes, right?
Jace.
Okay.
Because I've been
So-
catching up, so
Right.
we covered the first two on the Patreon.
Right. We covered like a couple of episodes in one, several episodes and 2 videos up there. So go back and check it out. So we're gonna cover the last 2, and then we'll be all caught up.
Yes.
So what couple do you want to start with?
We're catching up on everybody.
Let's do social media couple in San Diego. Katie and Young Zuckerberg.
Oh, Caddy and the boy from American Gods. Okay.
Yeah.
Her name's Caddy.
Caddy and Donnie Darko. They remember she asked to borrow money, and he was like no, and he had some chip on his shoulder about lending money. So we see him talk to his mother via Skype because #social distancing.
Plus, he don't seem like the type of nigga who visits his mama anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, hello, mother. And she was like, well, She looked like MJ from
yes,
Kris
she
Jenner's
did.
mama?
Yes.
Queen of Marijuana. So remember when they got MJ
Sup,
high?
Queen?
She was like, oh, I already do edible.
I do weed.
She told Chris, you late, catch up.
I'm surprised Chris was doing other things. But
Yeah. She had a nigga with hips. That's a lot.
that's true.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You got this nigga's child, and then he goes through a whole murder trial. Anyway, so
I know.
she's like, "That's
Yeah.
not your daddy." She probably whispered it in Chloe's ear every night. That's
Exactly.
not your daddy. She won't get no ideas.
Exactly. So he talks to his mom, and he's like, he tells her what happened, and she's like, all right, you gotta let that shit go, son. Like, you're gonna have to relax a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
she's never asked you before. She's only asking you for a G. She should have left your ass a long time ago, but hasn't. So
Truly.
You're gonna have to just not be a dickhead. So he shows up with flowers that I'm sure he got from Groupon
Absolutely. To the gym.
to the gym where, she's working on her fitness, rock. And she, I've been thinking a lot of Fergie lately, and I don't know why. So
It's like, what the fuck?
listen, 90s, 2000s fantasy is the fantasy that we're
What you been
getting.
listening to, like Barbie Girl and shit?
Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can break
Kind of.
Oh my
Only
god.
because there's
We need to do
new-
a 90s fantasy playlist.
Only because there's a new, I like that Barbie show on Netflix.
Yes,
And so
I
they
know.
have-
I know.
It's funny.
He made me
Kid
watch
shows
that.
are funny. Okay.
They are.
And you don't even have to be high. Like, sometimes them shits are adult for adults. Because that's what it is. They have to make cartoons for adults so that because of y'all and this affliction and y'all having children.
It's true. When we went to go see the Transylvania in the movie theater, me and Tristan was in there
Cackle.
rolling boots. We was like, oh, they did this for us, nigga. She don't get that. She's like, why y'all laughing? You don't get it, little nigga.
Like, that show Zendaya was on where when Kadeem Hardison was...
Casey Undercover? That is
Yeah.
our shit. What do you
remember
mean?
that episode with Jasmine Guy was on?
Yep.
And they had, and like no one in the audience with a laugh track, they didn't put it there because it was like so iconic. Like he was like, I think I've seen you before.
Yeah.
And she was
I
like,
was,
nah.
and Noah did not get it. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
I'm up here
why
like,
would she?
yes. Or
Right.
Jasmine, yes. But, yes, Casey Undercover.
But-
I love that show.
Yeah. And shout out to Zendaya, Queen
Oh,
of Emmys.
oh my God.
She won a RuPaul. Because
Virgo
Because
queen.
I remember when, I don't know if you ever saw it, when RuPaul played the Emmy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she won a RuPaul.
With her B-Day hair.
Yeah, who also won in like 19 Emmys this season.
Because of Drag Race? Season 12?
Yeah, RuPaul won. First of all, RuPaul won host fifth time in a row.
Stop
All on her
it.
own. Raven won an Emmy.
Raven won an Emmy for what?
You know,
Okay.
RuPaul's special effects team.
Yes, nigga, because we've seen her in that Mexican wrestling mask.
Okay, talking about Zorro, nigga. No.
Shh.
Yes, face Kitty by ass. And I think overall show, like competition show, I feel like they won.
I mean, should be reality TV, should be competition show.
Yeah,
You know, the host. You can. I'll give her the hosting because we like Lady RuPaul.
Mm-hmm.
We like Lady RuPaul. That's not the one who fracks.
Oil tycoon RuPaul show.
That's the nigga who wears the suits and the kayak shoes.
Yeah, Chevron partner.
He be coming out. What's the name of them suits? Harvey Epstein. What is it called?
Oh, her Epstein and Parker.
No, I was about to call it all kinds of terrible
Harvey
nigga. I was like Weinstein, Parker, and Epstein. I couldn't remember what the fucking shit was called. But them fucking suit valid. But them suits, sometimes you be wearing them with chocolates. Most of the time it be them closed-toe boat shoes. But every once in a while, RuPaul come out in a chocolate.
He did.
It was one of the fashion shows when they, like, one of the first episodes, and they made them come down. And he was sitting there cross-legged. He had on one of them suits. And I looked down and I said, oh, that's the same shoes my friend's daughter got. She's 11. It's little Target chunkless.
Yeah, the little chunklets.
But anyway.
Oh my. Them skinny ass suits and chunklets.
The chunkless.
Yeah, fuck around and wear Chinese slippers next.
Bitch. I'm like, you couldn't even put on no Birkenstocks, neither, no leather sandals, no nothing. Ooh, next time he gonna come out some Crocs. But
Ooh, you know it's coming.
You know it is.
Mama just reached 60, so it's close. We're close.
Baby, Drag Race is about to, because it's gonna be just gonna be Crocs in her face, Keenie. Some swish pants. That nigga's not giving a fuck no more.
Okay. This is how uninteresting these white people are.
I know. Okay, so yeah, Caddy and Mr. Technology. He brings her the flowers to the gym from Ralph's, and then he apologizes for being an asshole, and she's like, "Okay, bet." So I'm gonna capitalize on this moment. Let's go to a dinner double date with my best friend and her nigga. You remember you liked him, so of course he already knows he fucked up, so he gotta say yeah.
Yeah.
So they go. And let me tell you something. That white girl was not playing games. They got to the table and she's like, so why are you a major asshole who don't want to come off no ducats?
Rachel Green said, I have a bone to pick with you.
Yes. She's like, yeah, you rich nigga, but you short. And my friend is a baddie. And nigga, she asked you for a G. You couldn't even come up off of that with your cheap ass. I mean, just went in on him. So
she said, when are you going to be a man? I said, oh, this is fighting words.
And he looked like he wanted to fight her too. And her boyfriend just sat there like, I'm not getting into this at all. Not at all. So, they went back and forth and it was uncomfortable. And I know old girl was uncomfortable. Like,
absolutely.
You can't handle that like that.
No.
As much as you want to.
No. And she should have told her friend, hey, bitch, hey. Let's reel it back. There's a way you could, and she was right with everything that she said. Like, it wasn't the problem.
No.
It was when and how.
It was the delivery. Yeah, it was the delivery and the timing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you decided to just kind of eat it for a second so you can have a pleasant dinner experience and then afterwards be like, let me pull you to the side for a second.
Right.
Let me
Like-
let me holler at you right quick.
And she did that in front of her nigga.
Yeah.
Which, fake Paul Rudd was just sitting there just teasing. He didn't really know what to,
No, but he spoke up a little bit later on. But he did it in the way that she should have.
Yes. And then because Caddy said some off the wall shit. And this is the only time I ever agreed with
Mr. Technology.
fake Zuckerberg.
Mm-hmm.
Caddy said, I wish you were, if I could just tweak you a little bit, just like, just give you a little bit of whatever Seth Green, who was at the corner of the table, he was like, just maybe just make you a little bit like Seth Green and whatever.
And that nigga was like, tweak. Wait, what?
This would be a lot different conversation if I ever said to you, I wish you were a little bit like that other hoe over there. Like, what would you say?
Absolutely.
You would have a conniption.
Absolutely.
So you can't do that now, even though you piss and you try to side with your friend.
He's like, all right, bitch, I brought you flowers and I apologize and I'm gonna come up off that G. But come on now, you can't. You still a dickhead, but nobody, you can't.
Girl, you need a change of mind. Oh, babe. Girl, you need a change.
Right. And so, her friend Rachel Green stayed with that face on him locked in, and they kept doing like eye to eye, like, nigga, what's up, as we boxed in. Or, like,
It was Puffy and the nigga in the white coat.
yeah, because, listen, Social Experiment was ready to fight her.
He was, you could tell he was literally biting his lip. He was biting his tongue. He was like, okay, I can't do it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I know I can't disrespect her like that as much as I want to.
But he claims he's going to be better, so we'll see.
What else? That's what they all say.
Facts. Who you want to do next? Bill and Brianna?
Oh, yeah, we can get through them.
All right, Doc Antle and Brianna.
Doc Antle and yeah, because I don't want to call her Pretty Woman, but she gives Pretty Woman energy.
She's not
She's not
a sex worker.
She's not a sex worker.
We'll just
but
call
she
her the
gives-
hostess.
Yeah, but she just gives Pretty Woman. You get what I mean? Like, I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy, or in this case, I'm just a girl standing in front of a grandpa asking him to love me.
It is.
You know what I mean? Minus her being a sex worker. She's literally Julie Roberts in Pretty Woman. Same shape and everything.
Can I just
same
tell
hair.
you? Wait a minute before we even get into them. So I saw that fucking reading that Morgan Freeman was narrating. It was Brad Pitt on it.
They were so uncomfortable.
Yo, that shit was so... I was like...
And Shia LaBeouf.
Yes!
Yeah, and Shia LaBeouf was twisted. He's so...
Frucked up, nigga. Frucked up.
He was on an ancestral plane.
And let me tell you something. Julia Roberts was me.
She was just like...
She's like...
Yeah.
So-
There's way too much happening.
But you posted that fucking screenshot of her smiling super big and said, "We're doomed." And I saw that and screamed. I saved the screenshot. I had to take it. Nigga, that shit took me down. We're doomed.
Yeah, it's literally because she was like, "I'm smiling through this because this is hilariously uncomfortable."
Ooh, shit.
Because they was already uncomfortable with the fact that you have Hollywood's biggest divorced couple doing a reading, like a sexual reading together,
Right.
with Morgan Freeman narrating.
Who did that? Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, but it was for like charity.
Okay.
So, and they were all doing. None of them were only person that was in the movie. I don't think Sean Penn wasn't even in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I don't think anybody who was in the movie was in it.
Okay.
In the reading.
Okay.
Like, because Matthew Broderick wasn't there, so I'm like,
So this was a social experiment.
Yeah, it was because and the blacks have been doing it too. They've been doing these black readings because Gabrielle Union. They've been black people get on my damn nerves. I don't know why they redoing this, but because they did the Golden Girls one with Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh yeah. Felicia Rashad and all them.
Which of us, I get it. Now they're doing one with Friends with all black people, and I'm just like, why can't
Nigga,
y'all
that's
just
Living
do-
Single.
Well, I know. Like, why can't you just do that? I'm just tired of, like, there needs to be black versions of white shit. Like, we can do without.
There was a black version of Friends, and then they stole it and made fucking Friends.
Yeah, so it's like, y'all could just reread an episode of Living Single. They could do, there's so many iconic episodes of Living Single they could reread.
Truly.
So, like, or they could even do Martin if they really wanted to. Well, no, you can't.
Or they could do podcasters as characters on Living Single. Let me be Max.
I am everything, and everything is me.
Wait, give me another one.
Oh, I am everything, and everything is me.
Let's see, who could be Overton?
I don't know.
Okay, let's get back to the show. So,
Yeah.
so Doc Antle flies the hostess to he's like
Laguna.
to Laguna Beach. He's
So
like
up the street.
Sorry, y'all, that's my chamomile. So he's like, "Hey, I packed a bag for you. We're getting ready."
Oh wait, back it up.
Oh, what happened?
So remember, they were at dinner with Sharon and Kathleen, where they had the bad bitch link up and was
Right.
like, "Oh, we don't like you."
Right.
And he admitted to the fact that he don't want to get married again.
That's right.
And Brianna's like, you know, like that emoji with the puppy dog eyes. Like, what do you mean you don't want to get married? And he's like, I've done this like twice before. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm straight on that. And so she's just walking around pissed because, you know, she can't live her, you know, belle of the ball fantasy.
Right.
And get married or whatever. And this is when I was like, oh, this is where the age thing comes in. Because it's like, girl, marriage ain't all that. Unless if this is like a security thing.
Which
for her, which is very
It's valid.
valid.
I'm
You know
not,
what I mean?
and not to say that you should not be with somebody for love who has money. That's not, you know, this is not on no gold digging shit. But if that's not your intention, you also have to. But then also that also speaks to you setting yourself up for success. You know what I'm saying? And it's a complicated.
But that's also something like you should know. You should also figure out how somebody views marriage and getting married way before you move in with them.
Absolutely.
Like this should not have come as a surprise.
No, y'all need to be on the same page when you start looking at living arrangements and shit like that.
Right. So, you know, in response to this, he was like, well, let me cheer her up. Let's go to Laguna Beach, you know, and, you know, let's try to rekindle what we had. Reminisce on the love we had. No.
No.
So they pull up to the spot, squirt, and, you know, it's a little trashed. And Brianna's like, Negro, don't you have like staff? What's the tea? Like, what's in here? And he was like, so I let my ex-wife and her boyfriend stay here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and he was like, you know, yeah, I let her and her boyfriend stay here. And she's just like, ugh, okay. Like, just annoyed, like, another one of your exes is in our lives again.
Yes.
Even though he made it very clear, like, it was her nigga that was here. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever. I wasn't here. We was together.
Bitch, that's on the, because they live where?
They live, well, depends. They're either in Miami or Dallas.
Miami or Dallas. Right. Not anywhere near California.
Right. So She's just annoyed that his exes won't ever go away and that they're always going to be a part of his life. But the thing is, like, now that we know he got kids with every one of them, so it's like they never going to go away.
Right.
So you're going to have to deal with it, unfortunately.
Truly.
You know? So that was that. Oh, right. So eventually they get over that. They have a conversation, and he's like, I really love you. It's just I've been married twice. I'm afraid I don't want to get hurt. You've not gone through with this prenup shit. And she's like, prenup? Like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't have to be. And this is where, again, the difference in age, like, there's way more to marriage than just, we love each other. Let's just get married.
Absolutely.
Like, no, it's some legal shit that's involved, especially if that has nothing to do with like distrusting the person or whatever. But it's just like shit happens in life.
Shit happens, and also, bitch, I have literally made bukus of money by the time you were born.
Right.
By the time you were born, I had already built my riches had been starting.
Right. Why would I give that up?
And furthermore, he's like, I don't know if this was manipulation or if he was being real, because I can't figure this man out. But he was like, honestly, having 2 failed marriages, the thought of having a third and going through the whole process of, I love you at this point, but now I hate you. He's like, the thought of that really stresses me out. So I don't even want to think about marriage right now.
Which is valid.
It's fair. He didn't say never. He just said right now.
Right.
So we'll see what happens with Doc Antle and Brianna. Oh, no. So then.
No, I was like, we're not done with them yet.
Oh, yes. So then she's like, so, also riding off the high of this nigga low-key fucking up and all of that. She's like, so my mom, she goes on a walk with her mom to walk the dogs and whatnot. Her mom's like, there's a couple stabbings in the neighborhood. She's like, where? Down the block.
Right. So cash.
Right. So she was like, well, I can't have you living in a neighborhood where niggas is stabbing. I'm like, I can't. They did not just start stabbing wherever she was living.
Oh, the ghetto! The ghetto!
She did not just start living there.
It just did not happen. And even but you know the neighborhood. You ain't been at Bill's house that long.
Child, not that long. So she's like, well, I can't have you living out here like that. And we all know this was Sharon's plan. Sharon's plan.
Oh, absolutely.
Sharon's plan.
Absolutely.
So Brianna goes to Doc Antle and she's like, so my mom's neighborhood is getting really, really dangerous and I'm concerned. So he's like, okay, bet. So let's put her in a hotel. She's like, well, no, I don't think she wants to, like, she needs, like, somewhere new to live. Like, he's like, okay, so let's explore our options. Find another place for her. Do we need to find another location? Like, what do we need to do? Well, I just, I don't want her to be lonely. So I thought it would be.
No.
She been lonely. She been all right.
And I thought her and her daddy were together because
I thought so too.
They were always together, really.
I thought so, but maybe not. Maybe they just get along. Maybe they just co-parent well. So she was like, well, maybe she moves in with us. Like, the house is so big, you all will hardly see each other. Now, that lady is going to make her presence known all up and through that house.
Like, why would you think otherwise?
So Bill's like, ooh, I made a ring. So Bill's like, yeah, no, I'm not comfortable with that. I definitely don't want to live in a house with your mother. And see, this is where Brianna's fucking up.
Yes.
Because, sis, you want to get married, right? You want some security, understandably so. You can't be doing all of this, because then now the nigga's really going to be hesitant to do it, because he's going to be like, she already moving her mom's in. What's going to happen after we, You know what I'm saying? This just seems like this is gonna go all the way downhill.
It's too much, Taquita. Too much.
So mom shows up to the crib with her 2 dogs
In 2 boxes.
and 2 boxes in like a duffel bag. So they go in the house and she's giving her the tour, shows her the bedroom. There's a dresser at the end of their bed, by the way.
There is.
I was like, that's a wardrobe at the end of the bed, Give her the tour. You know, she's talking about how she appreciates, you know, her new life, giving her mom the tour because it's like reopening her eyes again about the first time she got there. And then the dogs shit on the floor.
On a Persian rug.
Running amok. And Bill comes home. And he is unfucking.
It's Knuckle Cab. You'll get snood in my bars, quick. Drive-bys in the cars. If not, I'll smash your face with a vase. See me in Elstone, that's where I pause.
He's like, did anybody ask me? And then Sharon says to him, I asked the boss.
No,
Brianna.
man, y'all are fucking up too early.
And then says, well, then Bill is asking, are you wearing my robe?
That's what and she's like, oh. And he was like, it has my initial on it. She's like, I thought it stood for bad bitch. I don't know.
Yeah. She said, I thought it stood for bitch. And then her confession was like, I embrace that. That's when I was like, oh, she's a couple nuggets short of a Happy Meal.
That's when you realized.
Like, I knew, but it was just like, oh.
Oh, but it's
it was
pleasant,
like,
though. It's pleasant.
yeah, because you see it in her eyes. And
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay.
And there's a certain way people with dentures move their mouth when
Yeah,
they're
she
like,
got Mama D. So she has Mama D mouth and face.
like, because there's plenty of people with dentures who don't do that. But then there's like a certain kind that do this weird thing, and you be like, and then they have that look in their eyes, and you're like,
They do like the whole Mr. Ed, a horse is a horse, of course thing, and then they have that thing.
yeah, that little,
Yeah.
yeah. So I knew it. Like, Brianna got more sense than her mother, but y'all are fucking up way too early.
Way too early.
Way
too early. So we'll see how this. I know it's not gonna last.
Nah.
Her living there because
Nah.
Bill too old for that.
Bill ain't
like
with the
there are some
shits.
times where he shows his age, and this is one of those times where he's like, no, this ain't gonna work. Yeah. Okay. Who else you got?
Let's do we already caught it. Oh, let's do what's them people's name?
Want to do Erica and Big Dick Rick?
Yeah, them.
Okay. Well, again, this goes back to my rant about straight people and their weird practices. It's Big Dick Rick's birthday. He turned 69. Hi, 69. And you know, he's so in love with Erica.
Is.
Like he wants to be down, and he too has hating ass friends.
Well, one.
Yeah, one.
Pauly
He
Short.
has one hating ass friend. Yeah, Paul Short. He he's like, yo, she's using you, bro. And it's just like, you don't look like you have money, so why would he listen to you?
I'm not listening to no nigga in a choker. Please.
Right. And you look about 20 years younger than Rick anyway, so why would...
How do we know you not using him for friendship? We ain't never seen him go to your boat.
Hello? He went to another old...
Y'all went to
rich
another
nigga
nigga's house. So he's talking to his Russian friend. And he's like, I love her, man. I love her and I want to marry her. I met her dad and he's like, how did it go?
Yeah.
And then Pauly Short's like, did you tell her you met the grandmother and you guys are the same age? Me. And the Russians go, oh, okay, you and grandma, same age. Okay, well, you love girl. Good. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I've been with younger women. I love younger women. And he's like, okay, bet. You ever married any of them? And that's when Russian men was like, skort. You want to marry her?
Exactly.
And he's like, yeah.
Right. So he says, you know, he got a 4-carat ring, and we show and he was not lying.
Nope.
He flashes back to when he goes to the jeweler. And when he's sure about something, like, I think he's so I really like Rick. He's so cute and like adorable. It's like, oh, and he's like, I know I don't have a lot of time left. He's like, I get like maybe 20 years. It's funny how he quantifies how much longer he has left. He was like, I got 17, 18 years left. You know, which is valid. So this is even more of the reason why he's like, I want to do this. I am happy.
And then he's like, I'm happy. And even with hating ass Pauly Short in his ear, he's like, and on top of that, what I'm going to do with all this money when I'm dead? I'm going to bury it with me? I'm going to put it in my boat? Like, no. I got to have somebody to give this to. And I love this girl, so why the fuck not?
Exactly. So I'm just, whatever. Fast forward, they get on the boot.
Yep.
And he goes on and he rambles and he finally struggles to get down on one knee, not because he's nervous, but because he's old.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to marry you. Here's the ring. And she's like, yes. And then she said, skoit, did you talk to my dad? And he was like, for what?
Why?
And she goes into this whole thing about, this is disrespectful. I don't understand. You know this is important to me. Why would you put me in the middle of this? We need our blessing from my dad in order for this. And mind you, we already saw him earlier with her mother.
Yes.
Where her mother a little bit more free, but Rick was a little disrespectful with like
he
putting
was a little wild. I didn't like
her.
that scene.
But also, Erica's never talked to him about boundaries. Apparently,
She hasn't. She actually was all into it.
Right. So it's like you can't. If he's only acting on her reactions, and apparently if she was all right with it, then why, you know.
And that shows me. So that flashed me back to when she said, I moved down to Florida with my mom because I knew I could get away with a little bit more. It's not because her mom is wild or even super free. Her mom's a pretty suburban white woman. She probably was just sick of the Midwest and was like, I'm going down to some heat, because she seems to live a pretty like minivan type of life. But Erica, like you said, she didn't give him any boundaries. She didn't tell him, like, don't do that in front of my mom. Like, this is a little bit much or whatever. She fed right into it and then looked at her mom and smiled after, like, isn't he great? So she seemed like one of them, I hate you, mom-ass bitches, or like, okay, you don't want me to do this, I'm going to do it anyway. And her mom just kind of lets her get away with shit. That's what I got from that.
That's literally what it was. And yeah, so I don't know where else it's supposed to go. Like,
it's probably gonna go to her dad finding out they're engaged. Rick didn't ask for his approval, and it's gonna be a to-do.
Yeah.
Because I remember something from the preview about, I think her dad said he wouldn't walk her down the aisle or something.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna walk down the aisle and yada yada yada.
So we'll see how that comes to fruition, but your girl was happy but not happy, and it is whatever, I guess. We didn't go through none of that. Like, we didn't even get engaged.
Yeah. Right.
And then when I called my dad to tell him I was pregnant,
What did he say?
I called my dad and I was like, I got something to tell you. He goes, what? You pregnant? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I figured it was coming. And that was kind of that. Like, he already knew me and Tristan were together. We lived together.
But I mean, you were also almost 30, so it was
right.
Like,
it was
what
like,
can
all right,
you do?
well, you know, at
It'd
some
probably
point
be
or
a
another.
different response if you were 17 or something. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it would have been. But we didn't go through the whole, like, you got to ask my dad before we go get married, or we didn't, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of that. Now, if Noah comes home talking about, I got married, I'm going to be like, nigga, what? Like,
Right.
But you come home and be like, I got engaged.
Okay. Well.
Long as it's not like, well, who the fuck is it? As long as it's not that,
Right.
like, then,
Right.
then you know,
At
it
least
is
a
what
little
it
head
is.
up. Like, you know, I just need to know,
I didn't know
the
you.
name.
I didn't know you was interested in anybody.
I didn't know that was a thing. We never did that before.
We never did that before. That's another reason my father ever knows, because I don't be just bringing boyfriends. Like it just be like, all right, well, I really like this nigga. Like this nigga is okay, and that's normal shit. Introduce your loved ones to your family at some point.
Yeah. But asking for blessings
Yeah, I'm
and
good on
things, and I need your blessing. I
Do
need
you?
your approval.
Y'all gonna live together?
Right.
You and the daddy? Like, why do you?
My father doesn't approve, so I'm not going to marry you. That's very strange.
What if her father? Clearly her father's very protective over her, so he says no. Then what?
What if your father is an axe murderer and shit like that, and you find out later, and you wanted to wait your whole life to get married, or because you waiting on your daddy's approval, even though he up here killing people? Because you know what I mean?
Or what if your daddy's a scammer?
Yeah, or like be hitting on people. You know what I mean? Disrespecting your mom, like you ain't know, but you all of a sudden you want to be daddy's girl, but your mama kept it a secret.
Yeah.
How
Your
would
mama
you
won't
know?
Let your daddy go to the mall, because when he be out, she know he be choosing.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? Marry that nigga today.
Right. Your daddy may not be shit either.
Exactly. You don't know why them niggas got divorced?
Probably because your daddy wasn't shit.
Yeah. So like, marry that nigga today. Vote for Hillary. Vote for who you want. Vote for Hillary. So who's next?
Who's next?
Oh, we could do Big Lotto.
Oh yeah.
And
my old roommate.
Yeah. So last we left, Danny was like, give me a raise, and Big Lotto was like, nah, you work for me now. I am the captain now.
Hey! Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
She's like, but Stevie.
Yeah. I'm not going back to strip club Stevie. So she was like, fine. So she got like took a lunch break without him knowing, and she went on an interview. And so she eventually told him, it was like, I want an interview. And he was like, that's disrespectful. Why would you do that? And she was like, nigga, you said I'm not going to get a raise, so I need to go where I'm appreciated. So so he's like, I don't understand. What do you mean? You have a good life here, and the office needs you. She was like, okay,
the office
but my
needs me,
bank
do they?
account, right? But my bank account needs me more. And so then he's like, well, let me think about marriage now, because that's what, she won't. And it's like, no, nigga, you don't get it. You don't get to propose to her, even though that is what she wants, but you don't get to propose to her as like a safety net to like assuage things, make everything okay. No, not at all.
Not to make everything okay, but I do feel like there needs to be a level of compromise. And he wants a family. Like, that's what he wants. So it's clear he's committed to her. He wants a family. She wants to get married.
Yeah.
So he's like, and then it was apparent, behind his conversation with his mother and then his conversation with his father, which we'll get to, that he's completely traumatized.
Yeah, so he goes to like a salon
Yeah,
to
like
get
a
his
salon
hair
barber.
cut. Yeah, which those are always interesting to me, but now that I live in LA, it's not that like I get it.
I always just thought it was for extra super corporate nigga, you know.
Yeah, I always just thought it was for people who own dishwashers. You know what I mean?
Wait, what? No, I've known people who own dishwashers. They go to the nigga barber.
Oh, well, privilege. I didn't have that. So, that's my street cred. I didn't have a dishwasher growing up. I had a nanny, but I didn't have a dishwasher.
I definitely had no dishwasher. And I definitely didn't have no damn nanny either. I was that kid. You be under your mama's desk. She's like, shut up down there. You hear me? When I kick you, you really need to keep silent.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But anywho.
So he's at the barber salon with his daddy.
Yeah, and Zoe Ball walks in. Alonzo Ball's daddy walk in. Same walk and everything.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like this nigga look like Cuba Gooding Jr. mixed with Alonzo Ball mixed with nigga, I don't know.
Yeah, and he had that like that laid hair, you know what I'm talking about. Old light skinned nigga hair.
Mm-hmm. He looked like he used shoe polish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He looked like Peaches Yancey from Jackie's Back.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he in the 5 Heartbeats or something, you know what I mean?
Yes. For the reunion tour.
Yeah, the review.
The review. We're just like 2 of the original members.
Yeah. Yeah, so he appeared. So they try to give each other fake fades and shit in this thing because nobody was getting a real haircut.
Nobody.
And that's what his daddy was trifling, was like, oh, well, his mama got divorced 3 times, so I see why he's traumatized. I was like, sir.
He said, I've been divorced twice and his mother's been divorced 3 times. He's like, so, we kind of fucked that kid up a little bit.
Yeah.
The 2 of
At least he recognized his responsibility.
But
in that.
he was happy to be able to say she was 3 and he was 2.
Oh, absolutely. I know I got one thing to dangle over her.
They both seem like they have personalities where they talk now, and they just be clowning each other, like they just be going in on each other. So
got to.
So his dad did tell him as well, like, listen, son, you want a family?
You got to do right by him. You got to do right by your wife or your potential wife.
And doing right by her, doing right does not mean getting married, but doing right means meeting somebody in the middle. It means not being so staunch in your ways that you're not willing to compromise in some form or another. And so that compromise in this particular instance I think it's a pretty even exchange. I want kids and you want to get married. I clearly want us to be a family, so let me just go ahead and do this.
Right.
So I think he's about to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Meet me at the altar when you're white.
Then he may want her to quit, because then that's like, y'all already got a whole lot of like me and you. Y'all have a whole lot of that. But then you're going to have kids and this and that. Go ahead, Bokeem.
Bokeem. I have been in Los Angeles for 2 months, and I have yet to hear a siren.
Word? What is that like?
It's very quiet it's quiet on my block. It's quiet in my building. Like, I'm at peace. There's no chaos outside. I mean, there's chaos outside because of the fact that it's burning up, but other than that, outside the occasional homeless person here and there, but that's just like New York. So
I love that for you.
yeah, thanks.
Okay, yeah, so that's them.
Okay,
We'll see what happens in the finale.
let's take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back with more.
Bang.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the blackest show about nothing.
This is Jade and XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
The show is two best friends talking about anything and everything.
And sometimes we have awesome people on, like Crystal and Kid Fury from The Read.
When I was in high school, there was this girl in my computers class with me. I wish I could remember her name so I could apologize. But I just used to call her Atrocious, like, as, you know, a pet name because...
Hey, Atrocious!
Being someone who was constantly the butt of a joke or picked on or whatever, I just saw this opportunity to, like, make fun of somebody else and I did it.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between like
The
silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Yeah. Silver Tooth to Prison Pipeline.
And New York Times bestselling author Michael Arsenault.
And Mama kept trying to interject at any moment that she could sing, and it was like, beloved, you're not even the best singer on stage. The girl from Destiny's Child is with the Platinum Soul album. It's like, not you.
And of course, there's us,
Jade
and XD.
You can listen to new podcast episodes every week on Fridays.
Listen to Jade and XD
for free on Spotify.
Dirty money, oh. Dirty money, not the flow.
And we're back.
Dirty money.
Who's next?
Who do we have left? The Blacks and
We have Noni and Reese.
oh yeah, let's do them.
Okay. So remember, I was waiting for you to catch up because they had a big blowout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, Noni the feminist was on a feminist tirade about, you know, why, you know, she is not a, you know, she is just not meant to produce babies and to, you know, be somebody's Bedouin. She is a person of her own autonomy. Why can't Reese's sisters have kids that that carry on that last name? She just don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also met Reese's mother, who is a piece of work. She's like,
nigga.
She is like an angry Beverly Goldberg. She is unreasonable. She is an unpleasant Beverly Goldberg, because at least there's redeeming qualities about Beverly Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing, like, she is nasty and rude, and I don't like her
At all.
She is an unpleasant human being.
So it was him and his sisters are motherfucking Anastasia and Drusilla.
Oh, Jess and Jenna Bush. The Bush twins.
So I kept calling them the stepsisters from Cinderella.
Oh yeah,
So
the Bush girls.
The Bush girls. They was walking their mom up to the house in her chanclette, the Kitten Hills, and you know they were like, "This is nice." Mom's just like, "It's a house." I was like, "Look at this hating asshole already."
Noni's house. Oh yeah, Mama was being a hater.
A hater ass bitch.
Yeah, she was.
And then they had that beautiful ass view, and you know, Noni. I'm not gonna call her that.
Yeah, don't no Nick Cannon yourself. Don't Nick Cannon yourself. Don't Nick Cannon.
You know what I was about to call her.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna turn my mic off.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Did you turn your mic off?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Imagine.
Oh.
Sorry, listeners, you cannot listen. You do not need to know what I
this
just
can't
said.
even go on Patreon. Wow. XD and I have a whole box office in hell just waiting on us. Just a personal little box for us.
Yeah. Oh, there's leather seats.
Nigga, that makes it hotter.
Hello. At least I'll be comfortable in hell.
No, give me a velvet cushy couch.
You're gonna make me itch.
So, they're having food and looking at the view, and the girls are trying to be nice to Noni. They are trying to be nice.
Before you get to that, though,
Okay,
did you peep the spread?
I did. It was very
Rich
bon appetit.
people, rich people have. They just be buying shit at grocery store
and then putting it together.
And yeah, it's
They're like, well, let's
like
get some cheese, some flowers. We're gonna get some olives and some baguette. Oh, let's go ahead and get maybe a little pie.
And then they stop at Home Depot and get a 4x4 to serve it on.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, but so when's the entree coming?
Yeah, but Mama, they just had these two random rotisserie chickens that were just there, just
yeah,
like
and then they'll
placed
like
there.
saute up some zucchini or some shit, and you're like,
Yeah,
y'all ain't got no sides, like y'all ain't got.
yeah, like that's why people be like, oh, I just went to Balducci's. They just bought shit, and like they just, like you just. I don't know how to explain it. They just bought shit to
pasta, some cheese.
Yeah, little
some
bit. It's just
cantaloupe.
talking about. It's just for a little nosh.
Yeah,
like
nosh.
I don't know what that means. Where is the meal? I need a plate.
Like I just picked up a little goat cheese, a little baguette, and some dates, and I'm like, but bitch, I'm hungry. It's 7:15. Like you invited me over here for dinner, so
Right, y'all up here noshing, nigga. I'm here to eat.
I'll be right on that DoorDash caviar, getting me a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. So
Okay, but yeah, they at Nooney's house eating like nosh.
eating tchotchkes.
Yeah,
That's what
eating tchotchkes and
food
shit.
tchotchkes.
Yeah, and you know Reese's mama's being a hater ass hoe.
Yeah, a hating asshole.
And they get to the roof, and that's where all hell breaks loose. She pretty much tells her everything that she feels, that Noni, you too old. Reese, you're wasting your time on her. You need to be with somebody who is your age so you can grow with. You're poor. You don't deserve Noni.
Which is so
Noni, he's
weird.
poor. You don't deserve him. He needs somebody who's gonna grow with him and be in the struggle together, and somebody who's gonna bear your children. And like they kept going on about the children. It's like you see Noni like not wanting to divulge the fact that she
Yeah, I
has
felt really
reproductive
bad for her.
issues, and ultimately she has to come out and say it. And even then,
No compassion.
no compassion, no empathy,
Nope.
no sympathy, no anything. And she's like, "Well, I need a grandchild for my son."
And it's
Like, what kind
bitch, I
of-
just told you I can't have fucking kids and I love your son. And you're right. She was on the same shit that Quaylen's mother and them was on. Well, you're using my son for his vitality and youth. And it's like, if I'm using him for his vitality and youth and I can't get pregnant, then what the he has nothing, bitch. He has a skateboard. What am I using him for? Like, do you think that I'm
Hello.
gonna drink his blood? Like, what the? If anybody's job, that's gonna be you with your evil hating ass. Like, what am I using him for? So that's when Reese is like, this is very difficult for me. Like,
Yeah,
but
he's like, this is a lot.
But he did speak up, and he was like, listen, ultimately, I love Noni. Like, we love each other. And yeah, you just have to get right or get left. Like, this is just what it is. Like, I love her. You gotta stop this.
Right. And so they eventually escorts his family out. And, the next day she meets up with her Noni meets up with her hater ass friend from the party who wasn't really a hater. She was very upfront she was a hater, but she was I hated that was about it because she told her up front, like, oh, who you talking about? Oh, you. Like, so, you know, real. So they went down to, you know, the Marie Callender's and was like, hey, you sure?
Right.
And, you know, and Noni's like, I'm 100% sure. And her friend was like, well, bitch, I don't want to pick up the pieces after this shit ends. So you sure for real? Like, because everybody's going to have their opinions or whatever. But she was just like, I'm going to do this or whatever. And Noni decides that she's going to ask Reese to move in with her.
Yep.
And she goes to the skateboard park area, arena space. And he meets up with Reese and tells him, you know, I love you. I want, fuck the haters, fuck the world. It's you and I against the world. Let's do that in my house. And Reese says, Right. That's literally how it went. Like,
I'm like, sir, you don't want to sleep with some clean sheets?
I want to, but like, he keeps going back to this whole family thing.
And I'm afraid my mom's going to stab me in my neck with her kitten heel.
Right. And they keep saying, like, you know, he's so young. It's like, he's 30. Like, yeah, he's young, but he's younger than Noni.
Is he 30? Or is he like 33
yeah,
or some shit?
Either way, he's 30 plus.
Right. Old enough.
He's old enough. So it's like, come on now.
Yeah.
He's not a teenager. He's not in his 20s.
Yeah, y'all got to get over that shit. And this bitterness about him not having no kids, you got to get over that shit.
Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
You are an evil, hating asshole.
Yeah. So we've done Bill and Brianna. We did Gentil on Patreon.
Yeah, we don't need to revisit her.
We did the social media couple. We did Big Dick Rick and Erica.
We did Big Lotto and my roommate.
I think it's time.
I think it's time for Not the Bang.
Auntie SZA and Vivacious.
Let me tell you about how I told Nikki that you called her Auntie SZA and she wept.
Because she looked just like SZA.
She is
I need.
And when it went, all the scars are broken.
Yes.
All the
salt is
are
kosher.
broken.
All the salt is kosher.
All the salt
on
is
the weekend. Yeah, all the salt is kosher.
Your boyfriend is my husband and my boyfriend or whatever.
My man is your man is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll be satisfied on the weekend. I'll be his bang on the weekend.
You silly wabbit, I will fuck you on the weekend.
You can take my bang on the weekend.
Not that
I'll be satisfied on the weekend.
Woo, and Rodney. So.
Yeah. Sexy drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name's Rodney, and I've been doing drag for 23 years.
Okay. I
started with RuPaul and Vivacious. Let me stop. So.
Yeah. This is Stacey Lane Matthews. Okay. All right. So last we left off, it was time for them to meet Rodney's mother. And so we get out the car. We show them getting out the car, and but before that, you see Auntie SZA, out attire for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've said before,
Kim Kardashian wore that year she wanted to look wet.
Yeah, again, it was very much like she's never met a bodycon she didn't like. You know what I mean?
This one was shiny. She looked like a vagina.
Yeah, she came dressed as Nicki Minaj. Honestly,
she did. Her dress was definitely.
Yeah, she came in like a VMA dress. It was so strange. Like, where do people buy those? Like, you know what I mean? Like when Nicki Minaj, they come out with like these leather costumes and like.
Well, the rich people they get that stuff made, but the people I'm thinking maybe.
Well, that's what I mean.
The Necessary.
Oh.
Maybe the Necessary. Maybe the Mystique Boutique.
Maybe they should do. Oh, do they sell it on Shein?
Yes, and Wish. Pretty Little Thing, probably. Little Nova.
Got it. Yeah. The new Delia's.
Pretty Little Thing is the new Delia's.
There you go.
It's a little flower.
Yeah, a little flower. Yeah.
That's where I imagine she shopped. The little Soho boutiques and shit like that. She's out in LA, so she's shopping up and down all them
Slauson. Yeah, Mama's at the swap meet.
What's the Mexican it's all the swap meets. It's all the
oh yeah. Down
where we went.
Down by LA Live, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, down there. She
that Mexican market.
Dipping in and out. So she meets moms and pops in that vagina dress.
Yeah. And so Rodney's kind of like, you look okay.
He's wrong for that. He should have told her because she had time to go change.
Yes. So, which means that he don't really care for her like that. He just kind of just like, yeah, I don't know. It's strange. So his mama comes up in there. Oh, mind you, we've talked about this before because it's like his mama was just waiting for him to be like.
She said, we just waiting on Rodney to tell us who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what I know. If you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So they go sit down to dinner. Her breasticles and it was all out, and her stepdaddy looked like a Cutlass Supreme.
And he was very deuce in a quarter.
Yeah. Like Oldsmobile, you know what I mean? Like he just gives very Buick.
Yo, got any cold beer?
Yeah, like a Lincoln Town car,
very
but
Lincoln,
the boxy
very
one.
Lincoln, nigga.
The box
very
one. They don't
Mercury,
like the rounded. Yeah, they don't like the rounded off edges. They need the boxed car.
Yeah, as time went on, they got them a Buick Rendezvous.
Yes. That's to keep up with the Joneses.
Little possum SUV. So
those are actually cute on the inside though. But either way. Yeah.
So they show up, and I know, and his mom's just trying not to look that dress up and down.
She's trying very, very hard.
And Pops is also trying not to look that dress up and down.
Because he know if he look one way, he never gonna hear the end of it.
Never, because she will never let him hear the end of it.
No. And so the mother is okay at dinner.
She is.
She's not the problem. It's SZA.
It's absolutely Auntie SZA.
She brings up, it's like nobody. Auntie SZA.
We not fucking because I'm a Christian.
Literally that. And it's like, dog.
Miss.
What?
Miss.
No. And his mother's like, okay. And he also divulged at the dinner table that, like paying the bills and that they pretty much tell his mama everything that she didn't know. Mm-hmm. And so the next day, Rodney's talking to his mother, and she's like, I was on my best behavior, but there's just certain things that I just didn't care to know. And she's like, the sex thing. And he was like, well, she figured that since you were Christian, he was like, just because I'm a Christian don't mean I needed to know about your sex life.
I don't want to know that.
Like, right? Like, she was like, I don't, that's not, and especially on the first day of meeting her.
She's like, and besides, nigga, I know you not fucking, but go ahead.
Right. And she's like, I also like the fact that you didn't tell me after, and y'all been going together for 2 years. That's also a problem.
That's a problem.
And the fact that you paying her bills is a problem.
That's a problem.
She's like, is she forcing you to? He was like, no, I wanted to do it. She was like, I'm sure you did, but that's an issue.
Yeah.
And she was like,
and
I don't
she
really
didn't like
her.
the fact that she had a rich boyfriend before, which that I don't think you can hold that against somebody.
No,
that's not fair.
No, you can't. But she's also like, I don't really like her. Like, I don't really approve of this.
Because
this is just weird.
Auntie Sis's personality is ugh.
I don't approve of this shit either.
I don't either.
Because he gay. Just like, this just don't go.
It should not be. I went and looked at his social media.
Oh, did you?
There is not a single solitary photo of that lady or her bayang.
And they had the nerve to say that they blurred Nene and Marlo and Phaedra out, like assuming that he dated them women, calling himself liking women.
My son called himself liking boys, but that's his mom seemed like the type to say that too.
Yeah,
if he actually did say it, but
right.
So she's like, I'm not with the shits, nigga. I don't really like her like that. Like, I was nice, I wasn't nasty at all, but I'm just letting you know right now, I didn't care for it, and these were all the flags for me. So she's still there. So here she comes down the hallway in her pedal pushers and this like top. It's weird. And
from Shein
and Wish.
Yeah. So. I'm gonna keep saying Shein until they give us a deal. Contact press at Spotify.com.
So she lays on the bed and he's like, so we gotta talk about a couple things. And she's like, what your mama think about me? That's gonna be my mama. I liked her. I know she was loving on me. And he was like, yeah, nah. She has some concerns. And Auntie SZA is not rational. She's very defensive. And she's just really not rational at all. So he's like, well, first and foremost, your outfit. Well, what's wrong with my outfit? Well, bitch, again, you look like Kim Kardashian when she wanted to be wet. That's not what you wear when you about to meet somebody's mother. Nobody says you got to dress like Sojourner Truth, but goddamn, like, bitch, put on a fucking top and some pants or something, bitch. Just not a pleather bodycon. And she's like, okay. Well, I wear this stuff around you again. You're not dating his mother. You're dating him. Oh. There's certain shit like, bitch, I'm gonna wear a crotchless onesie with Tristan in the bedroom. I'm not gonna wear that shit in front of his mother. Like, what the fuck?
For your eyes only can see me through the night. For your eyes.
Facts, though.
Like, what do you mean right now?
Like, hello. What's not clicking?
What's that little girl in that golf cart say? The fuck?
Right.
With the bonnet.
Yeah, with the bonnet.
With the bonnet over her face. Stop filming me, the fuck. So she mad about
like
that.
Self-awareness, guys. Like,
you don't get it at all. You don't get it at all. And again, I say, I see why this bitch has been divorced twice.
I see. Day twice.
Woo! So then he's like, okay, so she also don't like the fact that I pay your bills. This is where this is not her fault. You offered to pay them bills, and she said it You offered to pay them bills. What you want me to say? No? Like, nigga, I'm a struggling social worker or whatever the fuck. Yes, of course. If you offer it, like, I'm going to accept it. You my man. We've been together 2 years or whatever. So he's like, okay. And then what was the other thing?
No, it was just the fact that she didn't go out. She dated a rich nigga before.
Oh yeah, that's not really valid. So
yeah,
but the other concerns were so blaring that it doesn't even matter if that one didn't. You know, we're just gonna charge that one to the game because she's fair in her assessment. And she was she's like, and I didn't appreciate the fact that she's talking to me about sex. Oh, he's like, my mom didn't appreciate the fact that you brought up sex. She's like, if she's doing a sermon, she's gonna talk about fornication.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Again, your point's not valid.
Like, you don't. What church do you go to, Ma? Like,
where do you go? Because I'm concerned.
Yeah.
She's like, I go to the snake worshiping church back in the forest.
Yeah. Over it. So then she says something disrespectful.
Go ahead.
Because of the fact that because Vivacious's mother was not forthright in telling her how she felt, Auntie SZA calls his mama phony to her face, to his face, her face, their face.
Vivacious says, we're not going to ever use that word as it pertains to my mother ever again. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what? Well, your mother is phony.
And Kennedy Davenport was like, no.
Please.
No. Which we're not going to do is call my mother phony. So.
By the way, I know you don't watch it, but Shangela and Monet Exchange were on Lovecraft Country this week.
I saw.
And I about lost my shit.
Did they play women or men?
They played drag queens.
Oh, okay.
They were drag queens.
Oh,
they were themselves, but just like back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Monet slapped her across that, and I said, Monet, my nigga. And I saw Shangela in the background. I said, starting from the bottom, now that we here. My niggas tried to play Shangela, self-included. And then
she Emmy nominated.
The glow up, honey. The glow up. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. All these Emmy nominated queens.
I was every time she calls his mother her mother, though. This is about to be my mother-in-law. This is my mother. I'm like, girl, you really don't have a clue.
Yeah, she don't get it. She don't get it at all. But that's it for Marrying Millions.
All we have is the finale.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes next week. Wow. Let's take a break.
Yeah, nigga.
And we'll be back with something else.
Yeah. After these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the blackest show about nothing.
This is Jade and XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
The show is two best friends talking about anything and everything.
And sometimes we have awesome people on, like Crystal and Kid Fury from The Read.
When I was in high school, there was this girl in my computers class with me. I wish I could remember her name so I could apologize. But I just used to call her Atrocious, like, as, a pet name, because...
Hey, Atrocious!
Being someone who was constantly the butt of a joke or picked on or whatever, I just saw this opportunity to, make fun of somebody else, and I did it.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between the silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Yeah, silver tooth to prison pipeline.
And New York Times bestselling author Michael Arceneaux.
And Mama kept trying to interject at any moment that she could sing, and it was like, beloved, you're not even the best singer on stage. The girl from Destiny's Child is with the Platinum Soul album. It's like, not you.
And of course, there's us,
Jade
and XD.
You can listen to new podcast episodes every week on Fridays.
Listen to Jade and XD
for free on Spotify.
back. We want to talk about our college days and the music that we lived through. Because, music is always fun. It it's the rhythm of the night. And so why not? I started college in 04. Like 03, 04, around then. And so we're taking this up through 08, through 07 and 08.
Yeah, this is going to be like a 03 through 08 situation.
Yeah. So, I remember this to this day. When I moved to New York, it was August 26, 2004. And 2004 was like really, really big, like year for music.
Yes, it was.
Because that introduced us to, the rhythms of like pop culture, which sparked a whole bunch of like careers, including Rihanna.
True.
But this specific rhythm that brings me back to college is Nina Sky's Move Your Body.
Move your body, girl.
And the reason why is because remember that whole year, like 04, 05, before Optimum was Optimum and it was Cablevision, and they had that reggaeton commercial was like 877-393-4448.
Let me put it on the table for $29.95. You get this on your label.
877-393-4448.
Optimum online, so fast, so fine.
But there would never have been any Nina Sky if there was no Lumidis.
Lumidee walked.
So Nina Sky could run.
Yeah. Well, CeCe Peniston crawled.
I'm sure they're all the same live. So
yeah, same person.
That's all I'm saying. So my first song is from 2003, one of the songs that was popping off in the clubs, and that's Lumidee's.
You try to shake me, wound up loving me crazy now. Look at us lately and tell them who's your lady.
Honestly, if I tell you why.
So my next song, which should have been on last week's playlist, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is probably why I have knee problems now, and probably why a lot of y'all do too. Because I thought I was just like them heifers in the video, spreading my wings around a fucking bonfire. So Nelly's Flap Your Wings.
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Hell no, ain't leaving me alone, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl.
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Is that was that Flap Your Wings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Good, drop down and get your eagle on. That was a whole movement actually during that time. We could just talk about that.
I have no cartilage in my knees. My back is fucked up from doing Elephant Man's Drop Dead. I have no knees from flapping my fucking wings. I'm tired. Who ordered gratuity?
That whole Midwest swing, that whole Murphy Lee, whole St. Lunatics.
Midwest swing.
Yeah. Andale. What else did they come out with? Murphy Lee's. What the hook gonna be?
What the hook gonna be?
That was like
they had a whole song about what the song is gonna be about.
Exactly.
They don't make music like that anymore.
Nelly just she want my pimp juice. Ooh.
She only want me for my pimp juice.
That's all she want me for.
Not my pimp juice. I'm talking no pimp juice. I think I need to cut her loose.
Time I woke up and recognized.
Yes, I do.
I think I better let her loose.
Let it loose. Did you ever drink pimp juice?
No.
Oh, it was so disgusting.
What it tastes like? Four Loko? Because I was drinking Four Loko.
Yeah, it was like Mountain Dew, Four Locos. Yeah.
I'm talking my pimp juice, talking your pimp juice. Ooh. that whole Midwest era. That's when Kelly was typing on in Excel on a two-way page.
On a two-way. This next song for me, this video will make you laugh if you watch it. Because of the choreography, because it's like, she hurts every time she hits it. It's Christina Milian's Dip It Low. So, hold on, let me see. Can I share my screen with you to show it? Damn, we're not on
we're not on the
Zoom. But like every time it's like, hip it low. Hip it low. Rewatch the video every time. Actually, no, I'm gonna show it to you and I'm gonna cue it up so you can watch it. And it's just like every time she falls, I'm like, oh my gosh, bitch, are you okay?
Let me look it up.
Dip It Low. Shout out to Tidra Moses because it's her song and you can hear her on the whole thing.
Official video on YouTube.
And I feel like we were appropriating cultures and shit here.
Well, yeah, I can hear that immediately. Yeah, there's definitely some
mute it so we don't get I mean, it's coming.
It was a lot of ribbons during this time. These ribbons around.
And they like dipped her in ink in the video. It was so much. It's coming.
Oh, she did a death drop.
It was like boom, and then she does it right back again.
Brokey. Oh, she did it again.
You see? Mama thinks she on Legendary.
Yeah, she does. She's like, I'm Christina Milian, and I'm on the ball scene.
It cracks me up every time.
Oh my god, I did not remember that, but that is hilarious.
Yeah, she be hitting that, and then she gets right back up and falls right back down again. I'm like, ooh.
Another.
She too has no cartilage.
She don't have no knee cartilage. That girl don't have no knees. What's my next one? Another era during college. There was like little eras. So we had like the Midwest. We also had like the snap era. Snap your fingers. Let's
go. Snap your fingers. But do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it.
All of that. Forever I Love Atlanta, Fila, Lil Scrappy. What the fuck is going on today? Citizen app. What is happening?
Don't do that, because all of a sudden it's going to be like...
It tells me all the time.
It's going to be like destruction,
it was 4
chaos.
fires yesterday.
Ooh.
I don't know what's
We got
happening.
something in common. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh god.
Every episode, I'm like, oh, this might be the day.
You just teetered.
This might be the one.
You gonna do it now, though, nigga? We just.
I know. I can't help it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like they were all thinking it too, and
yeah. We got something in common.
Yeah, we have something coming. Should be on fire, nigga. It looks good on you. Looks good. Looks good on you. Looks good.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So we had the
Biscuits and
whole
gravy.
snap finger era. What else did they have? Oh, what was my other shit?
Speaking of this era, not Snap, but just this college era, you see how Loon and Puffy done reunited.
Oh, have they now?
Because, they released Loon because of COVID-19. Because, he was supposed to be up the road for Eternal Game,
Right.
if you know what I mean.
Yes.
But no, he's out. And him and Loon was, they were fraternizing at the compound. Look Pon Diddy's Twitter. I was like, and Loon looked good. He looked like he sells the finest Nag Champa.
Oh, I love it. Well, sell me some. Loon reunites with Puffy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the latest? Wait, or is this old?
He tweeted like the other day.
Oh, look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome home, Loon. May we continue. Oh, Lord. Loon, well, guard yourself. Look at Loon!
How you want that? Tell me how you want that. How you want that? Tell me how you want that. And then someone give it to me.
Loon is out here looking like Zaddy.
Okay. Yeah.
Bitch called me Erica. No, I'm just playing. He's probably not that much older, actually. Okay, well, that was also an era.
It was.
You had what was Loon's song?
How you want that? Tell me how you want that.
Yeah, what was the other one though?
The I Need a Girl remix.
I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my. And then they had the then they had the other dun 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 dun. That's the one with Usher. If you all couldn't figure it out.
There's one song and I hate that R. Kelly is attached to a lot of my faves and stuff. But 2005 brought us a lot of good tunes.
Oh my God. Oh, 2005 was hitting, nigga. Do you hear me?
I wanted to, and I'm not going to mention Trapped in the Closet. I'm not going to mention any R. Kelly song.
No.
But that was a big part of college. But what I will attribute to is Twista's Girl Tonight is the jam. Girl Tonight. Remember Trey Songz's first album? Shorty, all I got is $1 and a dream is you gon' roll with me.
I've never really.
Just gotta make it. All right. Just gonna make it.
That was not.
All right.
That wasn't Trey Songz on that song.
No, I'm just saying. I was just thinking of Trey Songz, but I'm talking about in
On
Girl Tonight.
That's Trey Songz.
Yeah, it was
right?
Trey Songz. Yeah.
Okay, I can sing it. When she touched me, she like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because they sample DeBarge.
Give it all to me. Ooh, you're so good. Ooh, I swear, oh.
Girl tonight.
Yeah. The jam. And then So Sexy, which is the jam, and I hate.
Oh no, we can't. We can't do that. That's the
And
one
I love that song.
can't do it.
You're so sexy, perfect for me.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But you know what else 2005 gave us? Still motherfucking tipping, nigga.
Bar sipping, car dipping, Grantwood grain gripping, still tipping on wrapped in faux rolls, faux hoes, and no packing, blowing on that endo, GameCube, Nintendo, 5% tint.
Tip it off fofos, drip it off fofos,
Tip it on
tip it off fofos,
wrapped in
drip it off
fofos,
fofos. Yeah, it's like.
It also
Paul
gave
Wall
us
with the almond joy.
Also gave us Slim Thugs. I ain't heard of that.
Yeah.
I ain't here to wipe your feet. I ain't here to fix your weave. I ain't here to go to sleep. I just made him say, I don't know. I ain't heard of that. I just came here to beat. I ain't going out to eat. I ain't trying to fix your weave. I ain't heard of that. Oh, what else? Oh! This reminds me of working at Foot Action. When Kanye and Rhymefest Brand New came out.
I don't like it unless it's brand new.
You might
see me in my brand new.
I don't like it unless it's you might see me in my whip with my head bumping my shit. You don't like it? Get off my dick, nigga.
I don't like it unless
brand new bitch
bumping my brand new shit. You don't like it? Get off my brand new
dick, nigga.
Ooh, that was my shit.
Mm-hmm. Jizam.
Ooh, what else you got from 2005? That was a good year.
There's one song, and I remember this because I used to work in a bougie LensCrafters, but they try to like, and in the mall they play the song all the time, and this is what I developed my hatred for this person.
I'm listening.
I Can't Stop Loving You by Kim.
Girl, what am
I worked in a mall at the time in Trumbull, Connecticut, and they kept playing this nigga around holiday time, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would much rather have 19 cats spit in my eye than listen to this song ever fucking again. I can't stop like, you know, like, God.
Oh, what else did they have in 2000? Oh, good weed, good drink, big money, man. Smoking engine, I'll never gripping grain. I follow my business, so I think I deserve to get those. Yeah, get those. Bun B, Pimp C, Zero, Jeezy, and Jay-Z.
That song, I have a story about that song. Please. That was actually the first and last time that I drank anything of the 99 variety.
Oh, bananas, apples, strawberries.
I had a shot of 99 apples because I said, oh, it's apple, I can handle it.
Good weed, good drink, big money. Hey! Rolling in something foreign, no leather gripping shit. I handle my business, so I think I just...
Oh, no. My inner Bayang was like, oh, no, ma'am. You go on with you and your lavender. I took a shot, and I woke up 4 days later.
One shot?
Like, no, I had other, you know, like, you drink and stuff. I was young. I was a teenager. I was drinking Bacardi White. So, you know, it was fine. And then the niggas was like, hey, you should do a shot of this. And mind you, a bottle of 99 apples costs like $1.70.
Yeah.
So it was fine. I took it, and I remember we were supposed to go out to the club because we all fam, didn't make it. Next thing I knew, I was projectile vomiting all across room 404, okay?
Oh, friends.
Yeah, nah.
I told you about the time
But Thode was playing. I remember that kept playing because I was with a bunch of N-words from Harlem at the time.
Good weed, good drink, big money.
Who referred to themselves as Goon Squad.
Oh, where are they now?
You know, a couple of them are in jail. A couple of them were on Bad Girls Club, actually.
Where's Goon?
Well, I don't know the goons. One of them became a teacher. You know what I mean? The other one became, you know. This is why I never believed, like, niggas on Twitter or whatever, talking about they real niggas or whatever. You're not going to, like, thug me when you got a degree, nigga. Like, no, that don't work for me.
Wait a minute.
No, still don't work for me.
I'm not talking about the niggas on Twitter. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. But still then.
But he's like a unicorn amongst his friends.
But even still, I mean, think about the business. That's some real nigga shit. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, so I can't.
Real Breaking Bad type shit, but yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's also because he's older. You know what I mean?
Oh,
these are
facts,
like,
facts.
these are niggas who at the time, it was like, girl, we are in college. We are in college. Why are you repping your set? Like, you not protected shit at a dorm, nigga. Turf over residence hall.
You don't have no
shit.
turf
Like, you know
over
what I mean?
fucking dorm, no.
You know what I mean? Like, we all paying
This is our table in the mess hall.
$40,000. Like, you paying, like, how you turf and you gotta pay to be here.
Like,
just
bitch, get
like
outta
me,
here.
nigga.
Get outta here.
Right. If anything, I'm paying more because I know your ass is on a scholarship, nigga. Basketball.
Going somewhere with your little backpack. So,
Okay. With your drawstring backpack. I know I ain't got shit in it.
you know,
Just like your brain. Talk about represent. Nigga, we in Connecticut.
that's where Aaron was.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I will talk about my days about Connecticut because of the day, my first day of sophomore year, I walked across a triple homicide that I didn't know in front of Rootsman Kitchen. Shout out to them. Such good food.
Woo. Back to 2005. Music.
That all happened in 2005.
Back to the soundtrack. Okay, so you walked across. I got the perfect song. You walked across the triple homicide. Before her prayer, Sierra's That was you walk across that. You was like, whoa. Round here they do it. They do it slow. Drop it down to the floor.
Literally that. I'll never forget that day. They were like, yeah, I literally went in and came back out. It was just a whole to do. And I was like, nigga, what the fuck happened? Because you know you were in there for a while because it was a Jamaican restaurant just to get takeout. So all of a sudden I'm just there and just like niggas is on the ground. And
That's the spot.
right. Which is next door to a barber salon kind of thing.
You see? You ain't never seen the ruckus outside of Pepper's.
There you go.
There you go.
But my next song is something, I know we talk shit about him, but he was literally like the king of like early 2000s or like mid 2000s. Bow Wow, fresh as I'm is.
I don't know about King.
You ain't right. The Scream tours you cannot deny. This may not be for you.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was
but
my
the
sister.
but the Scream tours, I even went. The Scream tours were lit.
Scream tour. Energetic, spectacular.
I went
They
to
had
one of them 'cause
Omarion.
Lil Wayne was there.
Lil Wayne be there. Omarion was there. B2K was a part.
That's my sister went. So you know how I realized I wasn't supposed to be there because of all of that. Nigga, I got in there and I said, "Oh, y'all were not playing with the name of this fucking show." These bitches were screaming the entire night. I knew I had aged out of a certain. I was like, I can't do this.
I mean, I went there for like superficial reasons, and I also didn't pay to go see it. But it was like 2005, so like.
Who I thought you were gonna say the king around that time of rap, was Lil Wayne, because that nigga was killing it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a whole Wayne era, like
Nigga.
college era, like mixtape area.
Woo!
Like,
We have
Brand
talked
new
about the Lil Wayne
brand
mixtape
new
era. You know how I feel about dedication. The drought is over. Drought 3.
Unfucking-believable. Lil Wayne's the president. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. Even if they celibate, I know the game is crazy. It's more crazy than it's ever been. I'm married to that.
shit, shower slave, whip it like a slave. Whip it like a slave. Yeah, all that stuff.
Said I wanna love you long like Eva. That was my shit. It's that hustler music, Young Money. Got that motherfucking hustler music. That was another one in 05. Oh, you know what else we got in 05? Hey, little shorty, let me put it in here. Let me tell you something that you like to hear. The Whisper song.
She put her mouth on the dick. She swallowed it. Yeah, Yin Yang Twins gave us all the jams.
Also ruled during that era.
They gave us all the jams. Shorty Crunk, her head wide open, skis so much she called it Billy Ocean. Whoa, it's an 18-wheeler.
That hoe fine. But this
wish
whole
I would
killer.
kill her. Leakage. This is what before WAP we had Schultz.
Bitch Bojangles. Like fruit or a douche like Goop would be loose and get loose on the goose for real. Ride off, get your ass a table dance. If you got T&D and brain.
We did okay. Let's see. What other years did we have? What other music did we have during this time?
Well, there was a shift where it was shift to like really whack music because in 2006 we got Jib's Chain Hang Low.
Is that the same year we got Mims?
It might be. It might be. Same nigga.
Oh, you know what else we got in 2006? Miss New Booty.
Found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together and bring it back to me.
I found you.
All the hood niggas in my dorm, because niggas, they'd always try to put that on to like bring some John back from like, you know, the party that we had at the student union.
Because bitches loved Miss New Booty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bitches love Miss New Booty.
Well, you know, Bubba Sparks rebranded the fuck out of himself.
As what, a Trump supporter? What happened?
No, I'm just saying because I remember Ugly came out. It was like the jam, and you know, I choose to rhyme. Rhyme chose me.
Oh yeah,
and they gave us "I Found You, Miss New Booty."
Get together and bring it right to me. Did the Players Club about a month or two, and see what it do. Mm-hmm. We also got Lean With It, Rock With It in 2006.
Lean with it, walk with it, 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 lean with it.
Unfortunately, that came with a side of Chingy.
It did.
We got a lot of Chingy in 2006. Every time I want to leave, something keeps pulling me back, Chingy. Oh.
You want to know though? This is the time where Beyonce don't ever like, she don't acknowledge this year, and I don't understand why she does it. I think because it's gonna force her to sing more.
She was going through some things.
B-Day came out in 2006, and it's like B-Day.
Because you know she don't like doing at the live shows.
She don't do anything. Remember, she don't do Freakum Dress. She don't Deja Vu. She don't do Baby.
Things that I know can't be in my dreaming. When I saw you walking past me, almost called your name.
She don't do none of that. She just be like, I guess, girl.
I'm too old to do Deja Vu. That is too many ups and downs.
I think that's what it is. I think she just be like, oh, girl. A, the subject matter is very, like, childlike. And two, I'm not singing all that.
Baby, you can't go anywhere without thinking that
I'm not singing all that.
I'm not doing
Even
all
through
of that.
I Care, she be sitting down. She be like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I am 40.
No, she's not. She was not fucking doing that at all.
I'm not doing it. No, ma'am. But like B-Day came out in 2006, and that took up all of summer. Like I remember because it was her 25th birthday day, and she took over 106 in Porch.
She had gotten mad skinny during that time. Was that Dreamgirls?
Because Dreamgirls came out in that Christmas, which took over college too, because that's when I was like, oh, this is what I realized I was friends with way too many black gays, because everybody was like, let's just go see Dreamgirls. I was like, oh.
Meow.
I already saw it.
Ooh, we got I Think They Like Me in 2006.
Ooh, I think they like me.
Oh,
Ooh,
I think they like
me.
Oh, I think they like me.
I think they like you. Oh, I think they like you. I think they like you. Oh, I think they like you. I think
Foot Locker used to sell 5 for $20 T-shirts. Because niggas was just
my
buying
gosh.
white T-shirts, white T-shirts,
They
white
did.
T-shirts.
And they used to bundle them like socks.
Yeah. I know. I worked there. I worked at the Foot Action.
And there was like 5 X's and a L. Niggas was just
That store I had to
draped.
tell you. I mean, that store I had to tell you where that Mexican girl was just like, and my nigga, and my nigga, and this nigga, and my nigga, and my niggas, and me and my niggas. And we were folding T-shirts at Foot Action, and I had to stop and be like, bitch, if you nigga me one more time, we gonna have a problem.
Right. I don't know you like that.
I was like, I like you, but you cannot, like, do not say nigga to me no more.
Right.
Here.
Right.
Getting. That came out in 2006.
It did.
I was getting some head, getting some head. I was getting some head, getting some head. I was getting some head, getting some head. I was the kind of girl that make your toes pop. I was getting.
So does Sharifa's Like a Boss.
Yes.
I remember my Winamp was popping in 2006. Okay.
Let me tell
I
you.
used to plug in my little speaker that I got from that. I'm assuming that I ordered from Amazon because Amazon has taken over my life since like '97. And like,
Really?
Yeah, we were buying because that's how my mother used to buy books.
Yeah, they started off with the books.
I don't know. Yeah, she would always buy. That's how I got Waiting to Exhale on tape. And so, what was I talking about? Yeah, 2006. It was a hell of a major year. Also, we got Amy's Tears Dry on Their Own.
I don't understand. Why do I stress the man when there's so many reasons?
Ooh, my
I was-
tears dry on there.
I remember I was super emo. I had broke up with somebody. I was like, I was just going the fuck through. And Amy came with me and Mr. Jones and shit. And I was just like, love is a losing game. Gosh. I feel like at college, that's when like, it was like hood music, but then there was a lot of like good, weird music too. Like Gnarls Barkley came.
I know. I wasn't sure if we could bring them up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Wasn't sure. We also
skip
got
over that.
terrible music like Akon Smack That. But we did get Khaleesi's Bossy.
I'm bossy. I'm the first girl to scream on the track. I switched up the beat.
I'm bossy.
I'm the chick they love to hang. I'm the chick they love to hang. I turned around and switched the gate. I'm gonna want me because I'm bossy.
Do you know? So at the end of college, you know what we got that I thought was just an old song because songs just emerge out of nowhere.
What?
You know, the Cupid Shuffle came out in 2007.
Did it?
Yeah.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Now
kick.
dip, now dip, now dip, now dip.
Now walking by yourself. Now walking by
fucking
yourself.
song. Let me see you do. That nigga sang with his whole throat.
Yeah.
Let me see you do the down, down, do you oh yeah, yeah. Come on, down, down, let me see.
Did.
You singing with your whole throat. What else? Oh, we got International Players Anthem in 2007.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
And then we
Play
got
your heart,
Mims.
Three Stacks. Keep your heart.
These girls are smart, 3 stacks. And then This Is Why I'm Hot came out in 2007 as well.
But in college, though, there was a point where, like, I sided with all, like, the hood girls, and I was going through it, and they played the shit out of Keisha Cole. in 2005.
I know they
Because
did.
I Should Have Cheated was on a replay in the dorms for dumb long. Like, yeah, I used to go to University of Bridgeport, and niggas was playing that all through Bodine Hall, all through Barnum, all through Sealy.
You should have heard bitches singing when Love came out.
Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember.
Them bitches.
Never knew
that I was missing. I found you.
Like, well, she had a baying herself in that video. A baying.
I found you. That's for that girl who wrote it and said her daddy said I was loud. That's for that. Tell your daddy I did that just for him.
Oh my goodness.
The song that made me go off at my wedding because it gave me good club nostalgia. Rich Boys Throw Some D's came out.
New money. Hey, rich boy selling it. All them haters want to check. Tight, no slip.
Yes, rich boy selling that. Gotta keep him up the check.
Just got my caddy back.
There was some D's on that bitch.
I just got my caddy back.
There's some D's on that bitch.
A Forever Jam. A4. Oh, we got Hood Figure, one of our personal show favorites.
Yo, hood nigga. He the find a pound. I'm a hood nigga. Yeah, fed by the pound. Yeah. I like that song because he sounds hungry. And I usually am hungry all the time too.
Who sounds hungry to me? Oh, you know who sounds hungry?
Jill Scott.
No, we're not. No, you don't.
All
you
of Jill
Nick
Scott's-
Cannon and us.
No, my point is, all her songs have food and shit in it, so it's like, nigga, she's not hungry. It has nothing to do with like she be incorporating like cornbread and greens in a
It's
song
true.
about like a nigga leaving.
It's
like,
true. Crown Royal on ice.
right? You trying to fuck and you comparing yourself to a cognac?
She's
okay?
She's like, I'm like a warm peach cobbler on a winter night.
Right. She has a whole bar about potato salad and family reunion. You know what I mean? I'm not
Vanilla
being
ice cream
shady.
dripping down my leg.
Yeah, like, ma'am. We talking about when Rasul got shot, and all here you talking about like pecan sandies. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you know what 2007 gave us? Niggas with a lot of niggas on songs.
Yeah, it was feature on feature
And they
on
would
feature.
they would all the songs started really aggressively.
DJ Khaled, we the best. Who? We, nigga, we the best. The runners. I represent the ghetto across the world, and you represent the hood. 2 hands in the sky.
I'm so hood.
You did that RuPaul thing. Niggas.
Woo, T-Pain rule. I'm so hood. I wear my pants around my place and I'm chicken and
It is like 97 niggas on the song. It's like, ooh, let me hide my purse. That's way too many of y'all on my screen.
I'm like, get your purse off the floor.
That's too many niggas on screen. Let me hide my purse. You know they steal.
Ooh, I know she's canceled now. And I seen her at the what's the festival I told you I went to where all the young people look like they use Quaaludes?
The governor, the one
in Queens.
On Randall's Island or whatever.
Nah, I can't.
You went to Governor's Ball? I ain't that Governor's Ball?
Nah, not the Governor's Ball. It was another one, but it was like Jay-Z, Nas. It was all kinds of people. And you're like, what the fuck? Then you get there and it was nothing but white kids. But I saw her live there and she was awful. But this song knocked in 2007.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in the city.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you catch me out there, I'll make them all day.
Yeah.
Paper Planes knocked so hard when you went out in 2007. It was such a good fucking time. I mean, fucking my age now, but you know.
You know, we can't forget all the fallen dons and divas, like Chamillionaire.
Oh, Chamillionaire
who's actually
is
a
in
millionaire.
Tech. He is
yeah,
in
I'm
tech,
just saying.
honey.
Our other fallen, you know, dons and divas like LaToya Luckett.
She's on the reality TV. But speaking of fallen dons, where's Lloyd?
She's fun too, but I want you.
You know, he had an EP out. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. It's actually quite good.
Oh, did he?
He looks good too.
Get his show. No, he still look like Elmo?
I mean, you could take a nigga off Sesame Street.
But you can't take the Sesame Street out of nigga.
No.
All I really want is you to back it up home and put your weight on it.
You know, we did not even mention.
What?
I know this was part of your college experience too. The Sierra's Promise.
'Cause baby, there's nothing I won't do to spend my life with you.
Let me take a ride. I just wanna ride with you.
I think that was my. When did that come out?
That's 2006.
Okay, because I felt like I was a little older because I was going to house parties and traveling and shit. Because I remember bitches was doing it in the house parties and they was trying to do whole dance routines on walls and shit. And I'm like, bitch, go on somewhere with your leggings. Like, like do this shit in your bedroom like everybody else. It's like, we did. Let me see. Ooh, what else? I'ma buy you a drink. Ooh,
I'ma take you home with me.
I got money in the bag.
Show them what you think about that. Wanna be the great Cadillac.
We in the bed like.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
We in the bed like.
You know what we forgot about? We
What?
did not mention any Jeezy songs, honestly.
When he played the new Jeep, all the dope boys go crazy. All the dope boys go crazy.
Guess who's been sacked? Still smell the blow on my clothes like Krispy Kreme. I was cooking them molds. Like horseshoes, I was tossing them molds.
And you can't forget them boys in the hood, man.
Oh, that was early Jeezy. That was Jeezy, my nigga Jeezy.
Them boys got work. Them boys got haze. Them boys got work. Them boys got haze.
Ooh.
The jam.
Another one of my Jeezy songs that I can't play no more because R. Kelly's on it. That nigga just ruins everything. Everything. Can somebody please remake Go Get Her so I can listen to it again and somebody else sing it? Cause ooh, what else did Young Jeezy? Ooh, Young Jeezy had an era.
Did.
Ooh, he had an era. Let's look at some Young Jeezy.
So did
songs.
Jeezy, and so did Young Jock.
Young Jock did. It's Going
Young
Down.
Jock
came
did
out.
took over college for me for a little bit.
Yes, he did. You can find me in the trap.
Damn near every day. Ask a million questions like Jock, where you stay? Tell them college ball, where the chop call. Eat 20 grand, spend a grand.
It's going down. Oh, now here's a fallen individual. I used to listen to when I used to listen to a lot of mixtapes and like battle rap and shit. Cassidy.
Oh, every day. Know you got the hustle, baby. Know you got the hustle, baby.
And my drink and my two-step.
I got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step, got my drink and my two-step, my drink.
Swiss Beats always got to just throw his shit all over a song.
But he gave us Get Me Bodied, though.
He did give us Get Me Bodied, so I will let him make it off of the strength of that.
Yeah. You know, that's awesome. College is when we got Rubber Band Man, too.
Wild as the Taliban, 9 in my right, 45 in my other hand.
Like they don't know who I'm me. So let me tell them who I'm me. Rubber band man, wild as the Taliban. Rose on my right, 50 large in my other hand. Who I'm me? I'm in trouble, man.
Niggas was so angry in 04,
who I'm me?
06. Niggas was so angry in college at the student union, just ready to throw bows.
You know who else we did not mention? Speaking of which,
Eminem.
Ludacris. Nigga, we got so much Ludacris. He was on O. We got
Fat Rabbit. We got there's so many Luda, like shake it. Da,
we got Blueberry Yum Yum in 2004 and got that Blueberry Yum Yum. It's that fire.
We got Splash Waterfalls.
Oh.
In 04.
Oh.
They want it nice and slow. Kiss them from head to toe. Relax and let it go. Say it. They want it now and fast. Grabbing and smacking.
03. Oh, make love to
really?
me.
Oh, it was 04.
It was 03. It don't matter. That's the same.
Other way, it's in the same era.
I grew up a motherfucking screw up.
Gosh. That was also the last time we, 04, 03, 04. That's the last Outkast albums we've received.
Oh, yes, because we got The Love Below in 2003.
Yeah.
She lives in my life.
And that album carried them for like 2 years.
That album has carried them until 2020, nigga. Like, I'm still listening to
Shit don't,
Speak About The Love Below.
Yeah. Shit don't trump like Hey Ya and Love Hater.
Hater of love. Love hater.
Yeah, there's so
Love
many
hater.
like.
Hater of love. Oh, we're going to have to do more of these. We're going to have to do a part 2 because it's too many.
Yeah, because remember when Kanye tried to tell us he was into Jesus back then?
Yeah, and black
Jesus
people.
Was. yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a
Call
huge
himself
fan.
like a niggas.
He called himself like a niggas.
Yeah, because we didn't even get to like lovers and friends.
We didn't get to the Twister era. We didn't get to the fucking
Mariah's come back because the last CD I bought
late
was
registration.
Emancipation of Mariah Carey. Yeah.
We didn't do any 50 Cent because we definitely got I Get Money in 2007.
We did. There's so many, and then I have so many stories attached to these songs.
I
like,
know.
The time where I snuck in the club Exit back in the day.
That's not, yes, or when I had to run from police.
From the law.
You're from the law.
From
Statute
the
of
law.
limitations is up. I saw somebody say, I think it was Twitter or something the other day, that was like, damn, I wish I lived in like the early mid 2000s. No, they said, I wish I was old enough to have fun then. Yeah, you do. Because it was definitely different than now, nigga.
I had
fun.
a Wang Dang Doodle in 2004.
Bitch, I had fun. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I had a good time.
We had fun during that. That was like peak prime. We got Can't Tell Me Nothing in 2007. La la. I will listen to old Kanye. Like I will listen to old Kanye.
We even got like John Legend shit, like Ordinary People in college. There was so many niggas who like came to the poetry reading and tried to sing. It's like, it's bad enough we doing spoken word, nigga. No one asked you to sing.
We had good common at that time.
Yeah. When he threw up the song. Your past love.
I know
in the past love. I feel sort of
but I see the guy in you. I just want you to know your whole being is beautiful. Instead of that, and I could do, cause I'm the best way out with you.
Come home to me, baby. I'm in my red suit.
Though this world is crazy,
still Still got on my suit.
Still don't fuck with you.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
We gotta do a part 2, nigga, because it's too many.
Yeah. So again, 10-16 Guwap Eve.
Gang, gang.
We exclusively on Spotify. Only on Spotify after 10-16. You can listen to us still for free.
Yes.
You just get it through the Spotify app. We will not be featured anywhere else. You're not on Google Play, not on iTunes, not on Apple Podcasts, nowhere else but Spotify.
Yes.
On 10-16.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you all for listening, and we'll see you on Patreon.
All right. Thanks.